that segment that we just talked about, that was the first 20 minutes of the show. If anybody hung around after that, then they got to see one of the good ones. MJF. Yeah, we should have the hallelujah music when we come to the MJF portion of the program, because at least we know what we're going to get, which is gold. In this case, it was the ultimate test, because they have booked MJF, their most promising rising young talent, against a fucking snaggletooth, trailer park looking 12-year-old skateboarder that's being presented as a fucking professional wrestler. So going in, I'm thinking, okay, this is the ultimate test. Can he make even this somehow fucking plausible, palatable? And before anybody says, well, now Cornette likes Marko Stunt because MJF's in the ring with him, let me just reiterate that it is not only an insult, an embarrassment, a disgrace, a dishonor to the wrestling business. It is a stain on it. It is a goddamn crime against nature and the wrestling business, akin to bestiality with a porcupine, to put this little snot-nosed pipsqueak in the ring and present him as a professional wrestler. He visually and probably legitimately could not whip girls or midgets. As a matter of fact, I don't think he can whip any girl on the roster except, and including Riho. And I've wrestled a couple of midget wrestlers that could have kicked his fucking ass. It's a joke and a publicity stunt. And it brings shame and dishonor, as well as the high outlaw mud show rating, to their program to expose him on television. Having said that, let's see how good MJF is. Can he do this? Can he make this somehow palatable without burying himself? And the answer was yes. And he didn't reinvent the wheel. He did exactly what any top heel of the 70s or 80s or 60s or whatever would have done, unless they were Abdullah the Butcher, in which case he just picked his teeth with the kid. But a fucking working heel that is also a brash chicken shit. Some people have likened him to Gino Hernandez. I don't think Gino was ever as good as MJF. But he did exactly what, if MJF is really who he is purported to be and presented to be, and had a legitimate contest with this fucking pipsqueak, this pissant, this is what it would have looked like. It ain't that hard. He was less, Marko Stunt was less competitive against MJF than he was against Lance Archer, because MJF apparently is smarter than everybody else. I don't know what to explain, because he basically sat the kid down and told him, look, they're fucking pushing me and I'm a star and this has to be this way. I guess. I don't fucking know. But he was condescending. He didn't take the guy seriously, either in his body language or the way he attacked or his facial expressions, the things he was saying. Even when the sunset flip, MJF sells it like he's fucking, oh, he can't stop himself from going over. Oh my God. And he said, nah, just kidding with you. Fuck you. And snatched the kid up by his fucking neck. He made Marko Stunt slap himself with his own hand and then fucking stuck it up Marko Stunt's own nose and made him eat his own booger. I've not seen that since the days of Ronnie Garvin. The comeback that he got a little comeback Marko's stunted growth did, which was a slap and a shin kick, and then fucking MJF shut him down again and toyed with him and had the attitude. And finally, and it wasn't trying any big moves, didn't give him any big moves, didn't take any big moves. Because this isn't supposed to be the main event at fucking Starrcade 86. It's supposed to get MJF over on national TV for his pay-per-view match with Jungle Boy. So then finally, when the fucking goof has to make a comeback, MJF sells an eye rake, a Hurricane Rana into the turnbuckle where he still never went off his feet, 2 drop kicks that he never took a bump on, He got sunset flipped, so he got rolled down, and then he took a knee to the face while he was still on his knees, so he never took a fucking bump for this guy. He misses his own charge and goes to the floor, misses an axe handle to the apron and hurt his own hands, missed a tackle into the steps, and then cut the goof off on a dive with one shot, hit him with a shoulder breaker, put on the Fujiwara, got the tap out, and then fucking held it a second too long and bit the fucking goof's fingers. What a heel. If it has to be done, if they have to fucking present this sideshow freak and his, then you've got to treat him that way, because you can't get a major talent over as any legitimate threat to anybody having competitive matches with a kid from a fucking trailer park at a park in Olive Branch. Is this up for debate? Does anybody, why does anybody not see this?
I can't answer that question.
But anyway, let's see. Then MJF, and now here was the thing. The promo, which was good, he offered to let Marko Stunt kiss the ring. And in actuality, he's going to kiss him, or he's going to punch him and knock him out. A big one-punch KO of the little kid with the fucking gimmick ring. Did you see Marko Stunt moved? He ducked it. He ducked it. Go back and watch on slow motion. As MJF is swinging, he's going to swing and hit the kid, allegedly, on the side of the head with the ring. And Stunt starts selling it before his hand is there, so his hand went straight over the fucking top of the kid's head. Because he fucking flinched and ducked, moved on his punch. He's taking all these goddamn dives off the roof. He broke his leg clean in half, Marko Stunted Growth did, in a fucking bar by doing a sunset flip off the goddamn bar. They'll do all that shit. He's going to flinch on the best worker in the company throwing a punch at him. I couldn't fucking believe it. So then here comes Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy to make the awkward save, because I don't know who set this up, or, well, I shouldn't say that, because it may have looked differently than it was set up. But Lucha Boy and Junglesaurus. Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy come and hit the ring, and it's supposed to be a deal where the heels powder with no contact. But you've got Wardlow in there, and he's a big badass and a bodyguard. He can't bail. But you got Luchasaurus, and he can't back up. But there was nobody out there trying to fucking pull this thing apart. There was no referees or agents or whatever. So when the babyfaces hit the ring, Luchasaurus had to get right up in Wardlow's face without touching him. And MJF had to just pull Wardlow back, and then they kind of left the building, and the baby faces stood there in the goddamn ring with their dicks in their hands. So it was a flat out. Under normal circumstances, the heels just have to fucking bail, but Wardlow, you got one that can't run. So honestly, to me, what should have happened in an alternate universe where somebody possibly oversaw these type of things is that here comes Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy after Marko Stunt gets knocked out. And at that point, the fucking heels are standing over him, and Luchasaurus hops in there and gets in a goddamn 1-2 even with Wardlow. And they're just throwing big fucking bombs. And goddamn, wait a ding, 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 the bell's ringing. And here comes some fucking referees and maybe a fucking agent or a security guy or two. And they're trying to pull them apart. Meanwhile, Jungle Boy's made a beeline for goddamn MJF, who is a chicken shit and who did bail out of the ring. And Jungle Boy chased him around the ring one time while the fucking big guys are in the ring coming to blows. But MJF, fear outruns fucking anger. So MJF hops the fucking rail, and Jungle Boy goes in to fucking see about his tag team partners fucking brawl with Wardlow and the goddamn Marko Stunt, who's laying there unconscious. And as he's checking him, MJF comes and grabs Jungle Boy's ankle and jerks him out to the floor and puts that armbar on the concrete floor and starts cranking it while all the shit's going on in the ring. So as soon as the fucking big man Wardlow takes a bump over the top rope and lands on his feet and still wants to get in, but there's MJF down on the floor cranking the fucking arm, and he sees that, and he goes over to that, and he grabs MJF, and he's his bodyguard after all. And they fucking take off, and there's Jungle Boy selling while fucking Luchasaurus jumps down to check on Jungle Boy. And my God, Jungle Boy is in jeopardy with a possible bad wing going into this one-on-one matchup with that prick MJF this coming Saturday night. Or they could all just walk off. Anyway, what'd you think?
I agree with you about MJF being the best worker there, and I think it stands out when you see some of the other matches on there where obviously everyone just does nonstop flips and everyone's jumping onto everyone else. He doesn't need to do any of that stuff. He wrestles like there is an audience there, and they're reacting to what he's doing. Because if there was an audience there, they would be reacting to what he was doing. I disagree with you in the sense that I thought he gave too much to Marko Stunt. I can't blame him for that, because AEW keeps putting Marko Stunt in these matches, and they probably don't want it just to be a completely one-sided squash, which it should be. It should be against Lance Archer or Brody Lee or MJF. But I didn't agree with. I don't think Marko Stunt should be getting any offenses. Marko Stunt, just when he walks around, you know what he looks like? It hit me when I was watching this. Remember when Rick Rude used to take an atomic drop, and he would like stick his ass out?
Yes.
That's all the time with Marko Stunt. Whenever he's walking around, he has like the Rick Rude atomic drop look to him. But
he's only as big around as one of Rude's legs.
Yeah, I mean,
and also what you just said, yes, I agree because of the concept of Marko Stunt that he shouldn't have got as much as he did, but I think that MJF was looking at it as a mental exercise. How much can I let this kid do to still not actually knock me down, and give it the impression that he actually has some offense, but still at the same time never take any. I think he was, and he might have a little Stockholm syndrome of being, locked up with the fucking.
Like I said, I'm not blaming MJF. They booked the match, and he did as good as anyone could do with that match. I've said this before. I really love MJF and Wardlow as a unit. Wardlow is so good in that role as a bodyguard. I agree with you about it was awkward at the end. Obviously, they're building up. Eventually, you want to see Luchasaurus and Wardlow. But the way they did it and the way they set... Again, another one where there's a pay-per-view this weekend. But this just seemed more like it was setting up next week's television show than it was a pay-per-view.
Well, and also they want to see Wardlow and Luchasaurus because they're the two big guys and they look so impressive. And the fucking people at home on the couch would have popped if they got into a goddamn brief boom, 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 but there couldn't be anybody. Nobody needed to take a bump and nobody needed to be dominant. It needed to be even, and there needs to be fucking chaos around it. The problem is that it's going to be one of those things where if they're not careful, the people want to see it until they actually see it, and then they never want to see it again. Because Luchasaurus, as we've seen, is hit and miss and needs to be led, and Wardlow is green. But especially with Wardlow in the company, this Brody Lee thing is completely redundant. You've got a young guy who hadn't been spoiled by anything anywhere that looks good in a fucking suit, that looks like a bodyguard or a badass type that should not sell or back down. And you don't need to duplicate with other people on the card. Anyway. But yeah, I like them together, and, except for just they needed a more graceful exit. They needed a more graceful exit.